Every Wednesday we try to learn something from the Noam Elimelech. The past few weeks, what I've been trying to do is to record these ahead of have time to edit them and so forth. Instead, what I'm going to try today is we're live streaming this, and then we'll see how that affects our viewership, because it seems like a lot of times the live streams get more views after the fact than the um, regular videos. Plus, if anybody is watching in real time, they can comment as we watch. The only thing is the comments on these live streams are often in a white font, so I'm not able to read them on the bottom here, so that could be an issue. So we are beginning the book of Numbers. Like we said, every Wednesday we try to learn something from the Hasidic Rabbi from the Zhensk. In the Sefer Noam Elimelech. This week's Parshas Bemidbar. It's the first Torah reading in the book of Numbers. And it says, Hashem el Moshe Bemidbar Sinai. So another explanation of where it says, and the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness or in the desert of Sinai. Yira, it appears that Torah Melamedes Ladam Shisnag Atzmai. The Torah teaches. It appears that the Torah teaches a human being that how he should conduct himself. So we know that the Torah was given at Mount Sinai to teach a person that he should always be tremendously humble and lowly in his own eyes, because Mount Sinai, it was a low hill, and the Torah was given on a low hill to represent that archetype of humility. The way that blessed Lord, may he be blessed, was disgusted by all of the high mountains, and he chose Mount Sinai, which was the lowest of all the mountains, the lowest of all the hills. Although the Kotzker asked, well, why then wasn't the Torah given in a valley? That teaches us to be even more humble. He says, well, you have to have a little bit, the Shmini Shebashminis, you have to have a little bit of pride, but only very little. But anyway, that's not pshat here. Here we're talking about being exceedingly humble, V'zo Bemidbar Sinai. So that is why it says that the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, Rak Lezed Sarach Adam Shlis Atsev Mach Miskoidel Achnoah Yipul Ba'atzvus. Because this is necessary, that a person should not become totally sad and fall into depression because of his humility. So it's kind of back to what we said about from the Kotzker later, that because depression is a tremendous barrier in the worship of the blessed Creator. So therefore the Torah warns a person they should see to it they should constantly be in a state of joy. Because the divine presence does not rest in the midst of sadness. That's the meaning of in the tent of meeting. The person should enter himself into the tent of the word moed. Usually it's in this sense it's translated as a tent of meeting. But the word moed we know also means a season, a holiday. That the person should go into the tent of the holiday, hu lashon simcha, which is a terminology of joy. Ki moed hu lashon yom tov, because moed, the season, is a term of a holiday. On the first day of the second month, perish, what does it mean? Person might say, how could I have any joy? I've committed so many sins, I've been so negligent. Zamar Torah, and for this the Torah says, Afal Pichein, Yiralas is tshuva b'simcha. Despite that, a person should see to it that he should perform penitence with joy. V'izchazik atzmo. He should encourage himself. When a person repents of his sins, he should say, I'm born again today, and I will not go back to my foolishness. This is called the novelty. That he's renewed like a brand new creature. That's what it says on the first day of the second month. The person like this is renewed twice. The first is the day he is born physically, and the second time he's born, second time he's renewed, is when he repents and he's atoned for. On the second year from the exodus from the land of Egypt, this could also be understood homiletically along these lines. Because the blessed Lord took us out from Egypt. Those are the tremendous shells, the husks, the powers of superficiality, which represent the archetype of evil, which represent the archetype of 49 gates of impurity. But when a person is constantly repenting for his sins, then the person leaves from the forces of evil, from the superficiality, into holiness. That's also called homiletically and archetypically the exodus from Egypt. And that's why it's called the second year. In the book of formation, the Sefer Yetzirah, it says that the world is called a year. And so what does it mean, the second year? Even the second year, meaning now in this world, there's also a second exodus from Egypt. Not only are we born again, but we also have a second exodus. Meaning when a person repents, he is undergoing a personal exodus from Egypt. That's why we have to remember the exodus from Egypt every day and every night. In order that you should remember that you left from the land of Egypt all the days of your life, meaning that you left the land of Egypt all the days of your life. We should understand this. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. And we'll see you later. Should we do another one? I think, yeah, we could do it. Let's keep going. How many people are watching? What's going on here? Oh, good. We have 2 people watching. Might as well continue, right? All right. So, Rosh B'nai Yisrael Mishpachisa. This is talking about reincarnation here. This homily. Lift up the heads of the children of Israel according to their families, meaning take a census, which is based on the tribes and the families and the tribes. That's the simple meaning there. Nearly, it appears to me, says the Heilig Elimelech, there are 3 levels that cause a person to be a saint, to be a tzaddik, a righteous person. One is from his reincarnation. That he was a tzaddik, he was a saint in his first reincarnation and previous reincarnation and previous transmigration, and so it's easy for him to be a saint now as well. Another is the merit of his ancestors who were saints. That is the merit that they had, that they're rewarded by given glory and respect and honor in the supernal gathering of the angels, the supernal family, that their progeny, that their children should also be saints, should also be tzaddikim. Gimel machmash Hashem Yisbarach Baruch Hu Gazim B'Rizolim Shekach v'kach Shem Ruvain Kach v'kach Shem Shimon. Another is that God, in the very beginning of creation, decreed that there should be so many people named Reuben and so many people named Simeon. Atash Disgalgalais Adam Boilam Naisonly Shame B'Shem Tzadikech Shaykh Far Boilam. So when the wheels turn in the world that a person is born and he's given a name that's the same name as a previous tzaddik, or it was in the world. My name is Yitzchak Zev. So this is the name of the Brisker Rav, a great tzaddik and a great gadol, Talmud Chacham. And I wasn't named after the Brisker Rav. It was Nisgalgal, right? Because I had two grandfathers, great grandfathers named Yitzchak on both my Zaydi's side and my Bobby's side, more directly named after my Zaydi's father, Ignat Schwartz. His Yiddish name was Yitzchak. He's buried in the same chelka of Shaila's brother in Staten Island, in the English chelka, and a Hungarian chelka there, in Baron Hirsch Cemetery. And then also on both sides, the Fetter, the Uncle Bill, Zev, Wolf. So I was given by the Yitzchak Zev Wolf, but it's the same name as the Brisker Rav, Yitzchak Zev. So, Zeh Gorem, and this causes Leish Halazesh Yagam Kin Tzaddik. I'm not saying that tzaddik, I'm not a big Russia, but it causes that this person, but maybe I'll try to do tshuva the best I can, and not give up there, even whatever Veras have done, I'll do tshuva, and I'll ask like the Rebbe Melech asks Sapich, when I'm saying Shenel Schus. Anyway, that a person like this should also be a tzaddik, he should also be a saint, machmashis, or shal a tzaddik shu boilam alien, because having the same name arouses the light of that saint that's in the higher world. V'chiluk, what's the difference between a tzaddik shu machmas gilgal arishan and a tzaddik shu machmas chus avosav hukach shed tzaddik? So what's the difference? You have one tzaddik, one saint, that he is a saint because in his previous transmigration of his soul he was a saint. And then you have another saint that it's the merit of his ancestors. Tzaddik machmas gilgal arishan. So if he's a saint because of his previous reincarnation, you can enjoy good advice from him because he was already in the higher world. He already heard everything that's destined to be in the future in the world. So therefore he has that energy to give good advice. Well, tzaddik machmas chus avos, like but if the whole merit of the saint is the merit of his ancestors, he doesn't have that level. So the King David prayed in the Psalms, cause me to go in the way of your advice, and after glory take me. That he prayed for himself that he should be a saint. So they should either be on that level that you could receive advice from, or if not, at least in the honor of his ancestors. And that's what it means, lift up the head. So it says, lift up the heads of the children of Israel, that the blessed Lord may be blessed, said to Moses, to pick up all of the Israelites, each one according to his level. One is to their families, meaning the level, families means the level of the saint, who's because of the honor and the merit of his ancestors, the merit and the honor of his ancestors. Beis Misper Shemus Canal. Well, the second is according to the number of the names that we said. If he has the same name as a previous tzaddik, the Boston Rebbe, his name was Levi Yitzchak ben Sarasashim, just like the Barditchever, right? See, his whole name was the same as the Barditchever, right? Gimel Gugulaisam. The third is according to their skulls, Hainu Tzaddik, but it could also be learned according to the Gilgal, according to the wheels, according to the reincarnations, Hainu Tzaddik al Yedei Gilgal Arishan, meaning the saint was because of his earlier reincarnation, Shayagam Ken Tzadik V'Eisahi, since he was already previously a saint, at that time, so that's what it means, the Gugloisa Mikal Lahavan. It's easy to understand. All right, should we do one more? And the Levites will be mine, I am the Lord. In the parish Shalani Hashem. Doesn't seem to understand what is the meaning. Oh, I didn't mean to lose that. All right. I am the Lord. How is it that something higher from it will be for me, the Levites will be mine? What does it mean? So what does this whole mean? It's impossible to really understand the essence and the existence of the blessed Lord. May his name be blessed. Only because of his actions, his wonders, which are wonderful and awesome. Through the deeds of God, that's how one can know God. That's what it means, the Levites will be mine. That when a person will be connected to me, that's what it means. Levi means to be connected. That's what it means, Levite. It's a word of connection. That causes that God performs miracles and wonders in my world. In his world, and when this is my world, I make it, meaning that God makes in his world. It'll be possible in your hands to understand me through my actions. And that's what it means I am the Lord. That you'll know me, that I'm the Lord. That's what it says in the Mishnah. If I'm not for me, who's for me? That if I didn't fix my deeds, it will be for me. That I recognize my Creator through His wonders. Then I can be called me. I, Bili, who's for me. What is it I have? Any actions I perform. That's what it says, I am to my beloved. That through my belovedness and my dearness, that I am beloved to the blessed Creator, to the blessed Lord, and I serve Him. My service of God, my worship of God causes that I should be called I, as I said above, and upon me is His desire. The main desire of the blessed Lord is that human beings should not sin. And he should be a perfect saint. That's what it says, upon me is His desire. Perish chukasai hem gam alai, that His desire is also upon me. They also desire to be a saint. It's easy to understand. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment.